first heard of doctor-assisted suicide, I believed that the pros and cons were somewhat equal. But after I did a little bit more research, the pros stood out to me more and they just made more sense. And that's why now I believe that doctor-assisted suicide should be made legal. To begin with, the pro that stood out to me the most was choosing how we die is basic human freedom. And when an individual's quality of life is terrible, they should have the right to stop suffering. To me, that just made sense. People should have the choice to die if they believe that's what's right for them, like they make the choice to use whatever medication on their illness. I don't want to offend people who believe life is sacred, because it really is. But when someone just doesn't want to live anymore, you don't have the right to make them. People get to make so many other choices in their life, why not let them make the one that impacts them the most? Second of all, there could be many other benefits, like vital organs can be saved, allowing doctors to save the lives of others. Nurse and doctor time can be freed to work on more savable patients. Also, pain and anguish of the families and friends of patients can be lessened and they can say their final goodbyes. The families also don't have to watch the illness turn their loved one into the shell of their former self. These are some of the main reasons I think doctor-assisted suicide should be made a choice. Many people think that doctor-assisted suicide has a lot of problems or that it's wrong or dangerous. But in my opinion, I think that doctor-assisted suicide should be made something any person can have a choice if they feel it is right. Even though some laws should be put in place for the patient's safety, that doesn't mean that doctor-assisted suicide is bad. Laws are made to keep people safe. So if laws are made for doctor-assisted suicide, shouldn't they be safe? If laws are made for doctor-assisted suicide, I think doctor-assisted suicide should be a choice. Why should someone have to suffer their whole life if they could die peacefully? They shouldn't. So I think that doctor-assisted suicide should be legalized so people have a choice. So in conclusion, I think as long as there are some laws in place, there's nothing wrong with doctor-assisted suicide and it needs to be made an option for everyone.